Okay folks, so here we are. I want to show you what I have in my to-go bag. Now this is not a bug out bag. There's a whole, people talk about bugging out. What do you do when a disaster happens? You bug out or you bug in? I'm a bug in kind of guy. My main house is on Long Island. I have my bug out location, so to say, is in Pennsylvania. That's the homestead. You've seen a couple videos about that. Both my places are equipped to keep me and my family in supplies for a good 6 months. And it's really hard logistically getting from Long Island to Pennsylvania. So if I want to bug out, my nephew Tim is very prepared. He has a good bug out bag. It's a backpack you carry, and that's something you could do. Me, hopefully I can get out in time if something serious happened, but if not, I'm going to stay where I am and hunker down. This is what I would call a to-go go bag or a to-go kit. So I just want to go through a couple items in here. You make it however you want to make it. There's a few items in here I think you definitely should have, but the most important thing to do is to make it soon. Just take this. This was a little bag I bought years back when I was going on a trip, actually, with my company, just to put some clothes in. It's an expandable overnight bag. The things I have in here are not very heavy. I could pick this up without a problem. It does have a strap, so I could throw it over my shoulder and carry it if I had to walk for a distance. But this is not something that I'm going to use to hike for miles. It's something that my wife and my kids know. Sitting around, if we have some time, we're going to grab this, throw it in the car before we go. On the outside here, I have a web belt. An old pistol, regular pistol belt, like Army issue pistol belt in a canteen. So let's just get rid of that for now. And then let me show you a couple of the items. We could go right in the front little pouch here. We've got some safety pins, garbage bags. Lots of people forget about garbage bags. Very simple, very cheap. You throw them in there, 1,000 uses. You could use these as a poncho if you had to, 1,000 different uses, or just as a garbage bag. Again, some rubber gloves. I always like the rubber gloves, and in here I got a glow stick again. What happened was, years back, I used to make little kits. So I ordered from this company in China, and I got a lot of this stuff, like the glow sticks and different things. So I have boxes and boxes of them. I throw this in just about everything I put together. Let's see what we got inside the front here. Okay, here's something that's pretty important. This is a little radio. A little, like we used to, when I was a kid, we used to call them transistor radios. But you can see it's weatherproof. It's got the National Weather Service on it and different things. In any kind of situation, even like just a blackout or something, I'd like to be able to listen to what's going on around me and see. This is a fantastic little thing. It also has a flashlight on it. You'll notice more and more of these items are being built with built-in flashlights. Dual purpose. I don't know if you watched my earlier video, but dual purpose is always a good thing. I have a little sewing kit. Lots of this stuff is just things. You start putting your bag together, and then you get something. You say, "Hey, that would be cool. Let me throw it in the to-go bag," and that's what you do. That's like this little sewing kit. This actually, I think we got at Christmas time in a grab bag. It's got some needle and thread and different things. I I didn't run out and buy one. I'm not saying you got to run out and buy yourself a sewing kit, but if you have it, and once you start getting your bag together, you'll see you keep adding more and more items. And here I have a little multi-purpose tool. You know, it's not one of those $50 Leathermans, but little multi-purpose tool in here. First aid kit, some extra batteries, pencil. You want a way of writing things down. Now a Sharpie is very good to have too. But the great thing about a pencil, it never goes bad, it won't explode, you can always sharpen it. Pencil's a good item to have. A little 5-in-1 emergency kit we got here. This is a waterproof case. I got some waterproof matches in there. Whistle, compass. It's got a little fire starting stick on the side there. So if you needed to, you could. And if you would unscrew this, it's got a mirror. Again, this was an item that I bought for the kits when I was making the kits. Some hand sanitizer. I think that's about it in the front. Okay, so now we're going to open up the main portion, well, a big section of the kit. Well, that was just a bottle of water that dropped on the floor. There is no way you can carry enough water that you're going to need. Having a couple bottles in there is a great idea. But more important than that is having a way to purify water. And the best way I found was these little Sawyer mini water purification kits. Now, I'm thinking, I mean, I prepare in different ways for different situations, but this kit is mainly not the end of the world, not a world, what do they call it, roll, without the rule of law. That's what many people prepare for. I'm not thinking so much about that. I'm thinking mainly if I was stuck somewhere, let's say we're in kind of like what happened during Katrina down in New Orleans. I'm stuck somewhere and there's water, but I'm not sure that you know, the quality of that water. Something like this is absolutely fantastic. It says here it'll filter up to 100,000 gallons of water. And look how tiny. It comes in this plastic package back here. It comes with a little expandable bottle and whatnot, and a tube you could drink through it. This is absolutely fantastic for 25 bucks or 20 bucks. You're gonna make any kind of kit, get yourself one of these. Then I have my ham radio. What's great about this is you can talk with other people, but you can also use this as a scanner. You could get the police stations on here, and you know, the weather stations, even FM, and you want to listen to the radio, you can do it all on here. It also has a light on it, a flashlight once again. A little tiny, what would they call it, a hygiene kit, brushing your teeth. Things like that are important, you know, to remember. So this is just a little Ziploc bag here with some Q-tips and some floss and toothpaste and whatnot thrown in there. Washcloth. Another expandable water bottle. Here's my mess kit. We'll talk about that in a second. Some emergency candles. I bought these at the dollar store. $1, I got 6 candles, 27 hours of light. You can use these. Wax is fantastic for starting a fire. So I could use these as a source of light. I could use it as a fire starter. Or even a source of heat to cook my food. Most likely these would be used as fire starters. For $1, you can't beat that. And then I got a 72-hour food kit here. 16 servings of food. This will feed a family of 4 for 3 days. And this, it was a special they were running. It's from the Patriot Pantry. They were running a special. I got this for 10 bucks. And it has a shelf life of 25 years. So, excuse me, rather than like my little kit where I throw beef jerky and different things in there, or sometimes I'll throw granola bars and things. This is something I could stick in this kit and not have to worry about it. Problem with this is everything needs water in here. So I have a couple bottles of water. Those are not going to last for very long. That's why I'm telling you, this little mini water filtration system, definite must. And what lots of people don't think about is if you're going to have a source of food, you need a way to cook it. So here I have my little mess kit. It's just basically a basic mess kit like we had back when we were in the Boy Scouts. Inside here, let me see if I open this up. Inside here I have what it comes with and a couple added items. Just basically it's your bowl, it's your plate, it's your frying pan. They've got a pot in there. These are fantastic. Okay, so there I've got a bowl or a plate. This turns into a frying pan. I've got a little knife and a spoon there. The little cups they come with are also measuring cups. They have it marked out. Inside here it tells you what's a half cup, what's a quarter cup, and so on. And then I have a can opener. I don't know if people, these are from the Second World War. I forget the actual name of them, but a fantastic way of opening cans. You could pop open a bottle with it. They're great. A little multi-tool. Gives me another can opener, a corkscrew in case we're lucky enough when the shit hits the fan to find a bottle of wine, and a knife on it. Really cool stuff. And one thing a lot of people forget is a way to heat that. This is a little stove. Okay, I think this probably cost me about 10 bucks, maybe 15 bucks. Comes with a ton of these little fuel tablets, and you'll notice I threw a Bic lighter in there. You can never forget, lighters are cool. I mean, I have many ways inside this bag of starting a fire, but if I could just light a lighter, that's so much better. So when you can, stick them in different places. And I've actually made like macaroni and cheese in here on this little stove using 2 of these fuel pellets without a problem. So that's a nice thing to have. Okay, so let's get into the last compartment here on my bug out bag. I keep saying that, but really this is a go bag. So let's talk about some things we have in here. First, got a pair of work gloves. This is important. You know, you don't know what kind of situation you're going to find yourself in. This bag is much too small to be filled up with clothes. So I just put a couple things that I might think I could use. Work gloves are important. Next thing I have is eye protection. This is actually face and eye protection. Again, you might be doing a job. Lots of things in this bag just happen to be, started the bag out and I saw something, I said that would be cool, and threw it in there. I really like this. I mean, this is kind of cool. Even if you're in some kind of riot situation, you know, somebody hits you in the face, it's not going to hurt nearly as much. Or try spraying you with pepper spray or something like that. This is a cool thing to have. I've got a little dog bowl here. Collapsible dog bowl. If I go, I mean, if I need to, I will eat the dogs. But my plans are to keep my dogs alive, happy, and healthy. So a little collapsible dog bag there. Again, some twine, just like in the little kit. The wet wipes, same as the little kit. That is something that's very important. So you'll see that there's a lot of things I have duplicated from that little kit I showed in my earlier video to this kit. Ponchos, tea light candles, again another light in here. try to throw lighters everywhere you can. You can get them cheap. And I've heard from people who have actually lived in countries that had bad things going on. Lighters are like gold. You know, it's a barter item. It's great to have. It's great to have for yourself, but it's also something you can trade. A couple more of these glow sticks. And talking about trade, keep a couple barter items in there. I got a little bottle of booze. We can use this to trade, or if things get really tough, we can drown some sorrows with that. I got some silver. Now, I'm big on silver. This is something I do personally. To me, this is cash. But a couple of bars or a couple little coins thrown in your go bag, not a bad idea. Silver right now is about 20 bucks an ounce. So I'll keep a little bit in there. You should have some cash. Cash on hand, cash at your house is always a good thing. But if cash doesn't work, you know, or if people are really starting to wonder what's going on in society, maybe you could use some silver to barter for something. What else we got? An emergency blanket. These are fantastic. Very, very cheap. Very small. Use it to keep warm. Use it to make a shelter. Use it. Let's say it's not the end of the world and you need to signal somebody, let somebody know where you are. What a better way than a 5 by 10 foot blanket, silver blanket. Probably the most important thing is right here. We'll talk about that in a second. Well, I guess that's really just about it. We've got some dust masks, we have duct tape, emergency blankets, some medicines, aspirin and different medicines, tie wraps once again, another waterproof container, and probably the most important thing you could do, get hard copies of all your statements of the deed to your house. In this now, I took a lot of this out because my daughter was showing this bag at her college for a little presentation she was given. So I took most of our real statements out of here. But what I have is some photocopies of all of our driver's licenses, our birth certificates, the deed to the house, the titles to the car. You know, it's not originals, but at least you have a photocopy. You should keep your statements for your different investment accounts in there. Or if you don't want to keep a statement, at least write down the account number and the financial institution you were with, and you know, their contact information, their website, and their phone number. Because if for some reason you had to leave, you know, without much notice, this would be great to have on hand. The last thing I would have to say about this is maps. If you could get your hands on some of those old regular paper maps, that would be a perfect thing to add to your go bag. Well, you could see my go bag is in no way perfect. I just wanted to show you what was inside, talk a little bit about it, but start it. Get yourself a bag of any kind. If you go on the government website, they'll give you basic ideas of things you should put in there, and then add to it. Don't make it too heavy. That's the whole problem. You don't want to have it so heavy that you can't move this bag, but do it. You'll see. It's a lot of fun, and I hope you're successful with it. Well, thanks for watching.